Yeah, when I first got to St. Elizabeth about 5.5 years ago, we were already having conversations about trying to find a solution to solve this screening issue that we had in our practices. And they'd been talking about it for a little bit of time already. And so it was one of those things that just kept bubbling up to the surface, and we never really made much headway on it. And we talked to several different vendors, several different camera operators, just a whole host of services to try to figure out what was really going to meet our needs and allow us to serve our patients in the most effective way we could. As we went through our due diligence process, and it was pretty thorough. Like I said, it took us a couple years to finally get to the decision and make the move to partner with Iris on this. We talked to a lot of different people trying to find a solution that was going to work. There were a few things that really stood out. One was the fact that they were camera agnostic. So that helped us work on trying to figure out a solution that was going to work for us, because as a multi-specialty group, we wanted to make sure that we had an image quality that our ophthalmology team was going to be able to support, that our primary care physicians were going to be comfortable with, that the whole care team really felt comfortable with the camera that we were going to choose to use. So working with Iris on that and knowing that they had a couple different solutions for us was very helpful. It allowed us to really review imaging quality and make some decisions there. The fact that they had a history of success in working with other partners was hugely beneficial. As an Epic shop, it's vitally important for us that whoever we work with has a clear interface or integration with Epic. And so the fact that they had a history of being able to interface effectively with our EMR was a major decision maker for us. We had plenty of vendors and who didn't operate in the same way, but tried to offer a similar service, who would say, yeah, we can do that. We can interface with Epic. And you'd say, have you done it yet? And they'd go, well, no, but we can do it. And I'm always very leery when somebody tells me that they can do it, but they haven't, because it's just a little scary. So the fact that they had a history of being able to interface effectively was another boon for us. And the other part was really the reading network was a piece that helped solve some challenges for us too, because we have a very small ophthalmology practice. We were concerned about the volume of results that we were expecting to get, being able to have a solution that was going to get a fast result into the hands of the caregivers, be able to get the follow-up care taken care of for our patients. And so being able to partner with Iris and use their reading team as well to support that, as well as the technology that was built into making sure that the images were of a high quality, that the AI worked well. All those pieces really came together and separated Iris from the other vendors that we'd spoken with and the other camera manufacturers that we'd spoken with. And that's really what helped us make the decision to move to Iris. I will say, one of the more telling parts of this whole conversation for me, and I always talk about this when I talk about the decision-making process here, was we'd been talking about this for a couple of years, hadn't made a lot of headway. And finally, one of my physician partners, Dr. Wendt, who's the physician AVP over clinical transformation, we were sitting in the room with our CFO, our CEO, and our COO, and Dr. Wendt said, I think this is just the right thing to do for patients. We have plenty of patients that we're not getting these exams on, and this solves that problem. I think we have to do it. And our executive team said, well, we can't argue with that. If it's something that is going to be better for the patients, we need to do it. And that was pretty telling. And so after 2.5 years of trying to figure it out, I wish you would have said that 2 years earlier. It would have probably solved us a lot of headache. But it really, for us, it's been a huge success. It's been a very streamlined process. The implementation went very quickly and very smoothly for us. And we were pretty demanding, trying to get it into 20-some locations over the course of just a really short time period. And Iris was able to help support that. So really felt like a true partnership in how we worked together, more so than a vendor-client relationship.